One might think that potatoes have always been grown by Rwandans and that they have always loved them, but nothing could be further from the truth. Potatoes were first eaten by cow herders out in the fields, and they would roast them over a fire. White men would use planes to drop potato seeds onto the farms without the consent of locals, and the potatoes would just end up growing when no one wanted to eat them. People really resisted it because it was being forced upon them, but famine forced them to start eating them. In those days, the white missionaries started growing them in their own gardens and eating them, as well as sharing them with their servants, and that is how their consumption started to spread and locals started to get used to them. More than 100 years on, potatoes have become a staple in the diets of Rwandans. Potatoes are not going anywhere because of the quality planting seeds that are now being produced. We once thought that only agronomists were qualified enough to produce quality planting seeds. We did not think that local farmers could do it too. People can't seem to get enough of them when they start eating. The Rwanda Agriculture Board closely monitors the production of quality planting seeds through its labs for obvious reasons. The whole inspection process is necessary because you otherwise would not know where all those potatoes on the market came from. They could be infected with viruses or other forms of bacteria. If a farmer were to use diseased planting seeds, they could lose an entire crop. Minagri and Rab have therefore given us 50 hectares of farmland to use for producing quality planting seeds, but also respecting crop rotation practices. Agra helps us with our daily expenses like paying wages and buying the seeds for planting. They provide the money we use. Such practices have solved the pressing issue when it comes to potato farming in Rwanda. There used to be a serious problem of getting quality planting seeds. To get them, we used to have to go across the border to Uganda, where the prices were heavily inflated, with farmers selling a kilo for say 100 and middlemen charging between 600 and 700 for the same kilo. Now people no longer go there looking for quality potato planting seeds. They just call us and we give them all the details about the seeds we have. That problem of having to go across the border has stopped. RAB officials say it is commendable the sort of progress that has been made, but that more still needs to be done. In the 1970s, when people started growing potatoes en masse, only 5 tons were harvested per hectare. Today, it is between 15 and even 30 tons per hectare for some farmers. Potato farms now cover between 120,000 and 150,000 hectares of farmland, compared to just 30,000 back then. If our average is, say, 15 tons per hectare, we want that to increase. In other countries, it is an average of 30 to 35 tons per hectare. We want to raise our average to 25. The shift from subsistence farming to more modern methods that employ mechanization, technology, and things like irrigation is being seen as key to achieving that.